this week's theme has been fat quarters.
Yes.
And tell them how this pattern came about.
Well,
or the name of the pattern.
Well, we'll get there. So first of all, I ended up on 3 at 3 on Monday with Chris.
Right. And I was super jealous.
Yeah.
It was without me.
And Chris did this fantastic little printable here that talks about all of the fat quarters.
Yeah, that was great.
It is so great. So handy to have in your office space or whatever. But she forgot one size. And I just can't even believe she did that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit embarrassing.
Did she forgot one size?
Yeah.
What size did she forget?
She forgot the one we're going to talk about today.
Which is?
So we got our Sharpie.
Okay.
So you guys, if you want to make yours correct, just grab your Sharpie, grab your pen, print this off, and you're ready to fix it so that it's correct. So what you're going to do is, it would go here, but we have the logo or the website in the name. So we're going to put it at the top because it is pretty important today.
Okay, excellent.
So it is an 18-inch square.
18-inch square.
Yes.
How many can you get out of that?
How many 18-inch squares can you get out of a fat quarter? Let's see if they can guess.
You guys, how many 18-inch squares can I get out of my fat quarter? How many?
Oh,
one.
Heidi,
good job.
So you can get
one 18-inch square. Okay.
Look, they're so smart.
You guys are super smart.
You guys are fantastic.
And we're getting some tongues out emojis. It's fine.
So, and the reason that we're talking about one 18-inch square is because, is that really a cut?
Well, yes.
Why?
Because you have to trim off that extra whatever inches to make it 18-inch square.
Yeah, you're right.
And probably square it up.
Yes.
Any fabric shop worth its weight in whatever will make sure that you have a little bit of wiggle room on your fat quarter to make sure you can trim it up.
Yeah.
What do we win?
What do you win? I know.
Here, hold on.
$100 bills. So
we'll send you a $100 bill.
So an 18-inch square, what can you do with it? And as I was thinking about this, I thought, do you really do an 18-inch? What can you do with it? Why would you do it? And so one thing that you want to do, hello, Kenzie.
Oh, Kenzie in person.
Kenzie's in the house.
Who's answering our questions online,
I know. So one thing that you want to do with your 18-inch square is, I thought, if I cut that, is that just because I'm lazy? And I just, I could sew all 18-inch squares together. And it's like, well, that would be kind of boring.
Right.
It'd be a great back.
Be cute.
It would be cute. So we came up with a pattern that uses them because sometimes you might forget that you needed a gift. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
So you're like, I could sew a quilt real fast.
Wait, you asked if I forget something? That's weird.
No, it'd be so weird.
Never.
So, or the other thing is, like, some fabrics just need to be shown off a little bit more.
Right. Big florals or...
Yes. Like, I was thinking of the Land of Liberty line that came in last year, or there's a new one that's a 4th of July line in this year that's got those big florals. But
yes.
What's it called?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
The 4th of July one.
Yeah, the 4th of July one. And it is
a
beautiful collection of fabrics. He's watching everyone here.
Guys.
Right here.
Eyes on you. No, I was wanting to have Kenzie peek her face in so she could say hi.
She should.
Where did she go?
Because everyone knows Kenzie.
Everyone knows Kenzie, right?
I think she might be here for something to buy.
Oh, okay. She's buying fabric.
No, she didn't get something last night. Anyway, she's on the phone. Oh, she's watching us.
She's actually watching us on her phone in our store. She's so cute. Come say hi to everyone, will you please?
I love her shirt.
Because they probably haven't seen your face, right? Okay, this is Kenzie.
Did you guys see her cute shirt?
Yeah.
She's wearing her girlfriend sweatshirt and show your t-shirt. I quote past my bedtime.
I love this shirt.
Yeah.
Maker Valley.
Maker Valley.
Nice.
So you guys have all seen Kenzie's name rolling all that. Now you see the face too.
Yes.
In case you haven't. Thanks, Kenzie.
They're all saying hi, Kenzie, but you can go look on your phone
Yeah,
at
you
those
can say hi to
comments.
them. They're just saying hi to try to get the fat quarters. I know that.
I know.
All right. Sorry. Back to the quilt box.
Back
Sorry.
to the quilt. Okay. So large floral prints. The other thing I see a lot of people saying is like when I get a fat quarter bundle, I don't want to cut it up
Right.
because you cut it into all the teeny tiny pieces and then you don't really get a feel of that fabric anymore.
Yes.
So
That's so
that's
sad.
kind of where this came about, this pattern, is because it was like, I want a pattern that is fat, uses fat quarters, and fast.
Fat and fast.
Fat and fast. So this is the fat and fast quilt.
I love it.
And we're not going to make any comments about which one, who is which ones.
I said no. No comments.
No comments.
Fat and fast.
So, yep, fat and fast.
All right.
So, should we give them a peek?
Yeah.
All right.
It's so cute. Sorry. Mmm.
So, if you look at that, pretty fun.
Love it.
Right. Oh, I just took out my ankle.
Are you okay?
Yeah. So it's kind of fun, and it's fun if you kind of look at it. The pattern, there's kind of a ribbon that goes up on each diagonal of the colors, and so you need 6 fat quarters or 6 dark fat quarters and 6 light fat quarters. So that's all you need.
6 light, 6 dark.
Yes. And do you want to know how many scraps you have left after you cut those 18-inch
Is it
squares?
just those?
You have
Strips.
these, which there was just I cut these are now scrappy binding.
Oh, love it.
So it's not quite enough to go around the quilt, but that is another little bit there. And I was able to do, I think I did 2 1/4, because that's usually what I do. And there was like just a little bit left. So you want to know what's fantastic about that?
What?
I don't have to store my scraps anymore.
Perfect. Oh my gosh.
So that solves
No
our
scraps to
problem
store.
from last week, because it used every bit of those
Of the
fat quarters.
That is
Yes.
nice.
And it is super fast.
Yeah, and it's cute. I love scrappy bindings too.
Yes. Yes.
Personally.
Yeah. And
Are
so
you gonna quilt this?
I am going to quilt this. Not right now.
Okay. Do you have a long arm?
I don't.
How are you gonna quilt it?
I probably was thinking my machine.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to quilt it for you?
Yeah. You want to quilt it?
I will. I'll quilt it for you.
Cool. And then it would be super fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because-
you could use your clear blue tiles or
You
whatever.
could. You could. It falls within those parameters of the clear blue tiles. Like they recommend not over 60 inches, so it's like right there. So you could clear blue tile it. You could do just machine stitch in the ditch. You could do lots of stuff. But I want to talk about just a few little tips.
Okay, she said, did you do all fat quarters in that quilt? Yes.
Yes.
So you have
it's
12 fat quarters.
Yep,
6
12.
dark, 6 light.
Yep, 12 different fat quarters. You can see. Here's one.
And did you just get one
Shoot.
strip or 2 strips off the top?
One.
Just one.
Yes.
Huh.
Because
Interesting.
you have 18 and some of them are like,
They're always different.
yeah, they're always different. Like I said, there were a few that were a little bit longer, but there were some that were just right there. So you can kind of see. It's six yellows and there's a white in there, and then there's 6 blues. So 12 fat quarters, 6 light, 6 dark. And so I want to talk about some hints.
Okay.
Because you think, okay, is it going to be easier to piece big pieces
Uh-huh.
or small pieces? Which do you think?
I don't know. Big? I think big pieces are easier.
That's what I thought. But I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Because think about when you're trying to like put your pieces together and sew them, you have about this much room to mess up.
Right.
And on this you have
Not much room.
this much room to mess
Did you
up.
pin?
I did pin.
Okay, good.
So right after that first one, and I unpicked it and I went, no. So I know a lot of people are not pinners when they piece. Are you a pinner?
Heavens no.
Usually not. Sometimes if I really want to match up my points, like on a pinwheel or something like that, I'll pin that.
Yeah.
But most of the time, no.
I'm putting my blocks. So I'm putting my blocks in rows. I'm putting my rows together. So that I'm pinning, because you can't just, well, I could, but I'm just pinning the rows so they'll come out even.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Rows I do definitely, but not usually blocks.
So, and I think this kind of plays like a row. Where
because it's so big.
Yeah, it's so big, and as you're trying to sew it, it's the weight of it's trying to pull it off the machine, and so definitely pin. And the other thing I was going to say is that when you are doing the big blocks like this, also square up after each step. And like I love like when I have like a half square triangle and I can use my quilt in my day. Quilt in a day.
Quilt in a day.
Yeah, not my day, a day. But or like Tucker Trimmer 1 to square those up. Unfortunately, there's not one that's 18 inches big.
Right.
So you kind of had to just press them, open them up. And I found that most of the time I was pretty close, but if I was off, sometimes it was off by a lot.
Off.
Yeah.
Right.
Just, and you know, you're cutting on the bias, and so that gives that a little bit more stretch.
Yeah.
So,
somebody mentioned that too, like with the bias. Barbara, cut on the bias especially. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep. And there's a couple of bias cuts. So just make sure that after every step, you trim it again. And it's usually not much. And sometimes you can lay it out and you're like, oh, this one's got one little corner and that's it. And so just be aware of that. So those are my 2 tips for this one. Is that because...
Can we show it again?
Yes.
Well, somebody also said clips.
Yeah, clips would work.
Like magic.
Wonder clips.
Wonder clips. That is so cute. And what size? How big is this? You know, like what size it comes out?
It's
okay.
So if you look, this is a square, and it is 17. So it comes out at 16 and a half. So 16, 16, 16.
16.
Yeah. 16 and a half times 4. I have it on the pattern. I just don't remember.
Okay, so
it's
the dimensions are on the pattern.
Yeah. But
I love that this is, well, what we talked about, like why would you want that? So a quick gift, a cute, super cute for a picnic blanket.
Yes.
Or
yes.
Yeah, like
or my porch. I love my porch.
Your porch?
I have porch quilts.
You do?
Yes.
Huh? Where do you put them?
Like I put them in the kitchen. I put them on the porch.
Well, okay, like on what? Or on, shush, you guys. Okay, I have chairs on my porch, and I have pillows on my chairs. Do you just have them on chairs, or like on do you have a couch?
We do have a couch, but we also have a railing, so I will hang them some over the railing. Some of them I kind of put on chairs, like I just stood up and left my blanket here casually, looking all cute.
Do you leave them out in the weather?
My porch is covered.
Covered porch. Okay.
Yes.
I have to rethink my whole life now.
I love my porch.
I don't have a couch on my porch. I mean, I don't have a quilt on my porch. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Are you even a quilter?
Are you even a quilter? Kim says your porch is very cute. Kim Harrison? Do you know Kim Harrison?
I don't, but you know what?
Kim, are you stalking Cheri?
I actually have done
Just kidding.
A club live from there. It was like last year. It was raining.
Oh, you did a live from there.
So hard when I did it.
Do you think that would work well with stars and constellation space fabric? Yeah, I think any fabrics would look so cute.
And what's great is like you still have the the fabric is still there because it's such big pieces that those favorites of yours are still seen.
I was doing a cut it up sew along with someone online, and the idea was to use the fabrics that you love. I mean, I buy fabric and I just hold on to them because I love them, but then I don't use them. And something like this, I think, would be really fun because you could show off those fabrics, in big pieces.
Yeah. So like and another fabric I was thinking of is that bee fabric that has like the little circles that say kind words or sweetest honey.
Yeah.
If you're doing something where it's piece little, you never see what that says.
Yeah, you miss all those things.
Yeah, and so some of those that have like big sayings or have bigger things that you want to see on there, it's a great way to use them.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute.